Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I have a story for you about parenting and the mistakes that we make. We have a son who seems very sensitive to spices, and we're talking anything with any flavor at all. He's saying, whew, that is too spicy. And yet, every weekend almost, we're making gluten free pancakes for all our kids, and they're eating right up, no problemo. Well, a couple of weeks ago, as the kids were eating them, he and the other siblings started commenting that these pancakes were spicy, which was very odd because we make them the same way every weekend. Nothing extraordinary, but they kept saying, yeah, these are spicy. And both my partner and I were a bit confused until it dawned on me that I had used the cast iron pan and that cast iron pan had just been used the night before for jerk chicken. Very spicy dish that the kids did not eat, but my spouse and I really enjoy. So the mystery was solved about these spicy jerk chicken pancakes that we will try never to serve to our kids again. But it was kind of a funny reminder that there are ample opportunities for us to screw up and make mistakes as parents. Sometimes it's not a big deal and we can laugh it off and it's a joke, like jerk chicken pancakes. Other times it can feel like we've royally messed up in a way that you feel guilt or shame or just a sense of despair that you're not doing a good job as a parent. Now, the jerk chicken pancakes, that was a hoot, but there are other times in parenting where we have done things that have resulted in our kids being genuinely and deeply upset, not by any intention, but just by human error. I won't go into those stories now, but they are there, and you have probably experienced them too. If not now, then you will. And I think the difference between having these moments that cause our confidence to crumble and the shame and guilt of messing up and quote unquote messing up as parents can be retold, reformulated in a way that lets you understand that we are all imperfect parents doing the best we can. I know that for those parents who have given a great deal of thought to how they want to parent, to reflect on what kind of parent they want to be, either from modeling the way that parenting was done to raise them as children, or the opposite of modeling. You want to parent differently than your parents parented you, or whether you are an avid reader of blogs and listener to podcasts and have read books on parenting and attended conferences and summits. Those of you that have given a great deal of thought are still going to mess up, but you have a perspective that can put this into place a little bit, I hope, so that you can look at your parenting as being a work in progress. Part of our growth into our role as parents is making these mistakes. We hope that most of them are relatively small, but let's parallel this too to where your kids are going to be making mistakes as they grow up. Some of those mistakes will be small and minor and laughable, and others, at least in the moment, are going to seem catastrophically huge and insurmountable and permanent. So our hope, and my hope for you, is that we can take the mistakes we make as parents as a way of keeping us humble and to have humility in being a human being, to have that humbleness extend to the mistakes our kids will inevitably make. And for the small ones that might seem really big when they happen, to know that in the grand scheme of things, you are doing a phenomenal job, and that the thought and care and reflection that you take in bringing yourself into your role as a parent is doing more good than you could ever imagine. May you make mistakes that make you laugh. May you make mistakes that give you perspective, and may you make mistakes that keep you human. Sending best wishes to you. Here's to mistakes in parenthood. Bye for now.